Hey, what's up you guys, it's Nassim here. Now today, I'm going to be giving you guys a very special look at the brand new Google Pixel 7. Now the Pixel 7 is a phone that so far has done nothing but improve in terms of quality, hardware, and even software, making it potentially the best smartphone at this price range. It has a great display that has high quality resolution along with great vibrancy. It has a really good camera that can compete with any flagship. It has the all new powerful G2 chip that should be capable of handling any app efficiently, and it has a great build quality that should be very durable, just like last year's Pixel 6. And even though I have really high hopes that the Pixel 7 will do really good, I still wanted to share my first impressions with you guys and give you an in-depth mini review. Now the Pixel 7 has 3 different colors in its catalog, starting with lemongrass, which is the only color that truly pops out in the lineup. And for the more uniform colors, you have snow, which is white, and there's obsidian, which is the black version. And the version that I have is obsidian, and it looks really good, especially when compared to last year's colors. The colorful aspect along with the color coordinated size give it a really good amount of depth, and I really admired that there were different shades within the phone. Also, you can see that the camera bump is different this year. It still looks aesthetically pleasing, and I believe that it will handle fingerprints much better. Even when we look at it in the sun, we can see that it looks really good while still giving off a nice clean look that I think many people will enjoy. I also really love that it had the matte sides that were the same color and continued that clean colorful aesthetic on the phone, and it looked really good even when the light reflected on it. Now the Pixel 7 has a 6.3 inch FHD display that I will say was pretty good based on my first impression. It was bright, vibrant, the quality was good, and it did good, so I was pretty satisfied with the outcome. I also really like the fact that the size was big with very small bezels. Like right here, I'm playing a game and you can see that it's big enough to still get the job done and give a good visual experience. The display is also 90 Hz, which means that you'll get a much smoother experience when scrolling, and to be honest, it feels pretty much the same when compared to the Pixel 6. The Touch ID sensor so far is a little bit better than the 6, but if I'm being honest, I was expecting it to be much better, especially since Google got a lot of hate for it in the past. But besides that, the display was really responsive out of the gate. Everything that I clicked on moved and responded very quickly, and I would say that overall it felt much more high quality compared to other phones in the price range. The Pixel 7 also gave me the exact same software experience based on my first impressions, so if you're a fan of Google software and ecosystem in general, you'll definitely love what this phone has to offer. Now when it comes to build quality on the Pixel 7, I would say that when compared to other phones at this price range, it was one of the most premium builds in that market. Again, I really like the glass back for the premium feel, but the only downside to it was the fact that I'm using it without a case, so it will often be very slippery and give me a feeling that I might drop it. But besides that, the front and back of the 7 have a Gorilla Glass build, which means that in most cases, if you do drop it, then most likely it won't break, which is really good news for people who drop their phones a lot. Again, I also love the matte sides, so that made the phone feel much more smooth and also made the phone feel much more satisfying. And this is the reason why I think that the 7 has the perfect build for a smartphone in this market. Now when it comes to physicality, the Pixel 7 has a height of 6.1 inches, a width of 2.9 inches, and weighs about 197 grams, making it an overall nicely sized phone. And right here, you can see how well it fit into my hands. It's pretty big, but I still was able to get a comfortable grip on it, which made me less likely to drop it. The 7 had a really good weight to it as well. It was on the heavier side, but when it comes to a premium phone, I have no problem with it. Now the Pixel 7 has a 50 megapixel wide and 12 megapixel ultra wide camera that I would say based off my first impressions looks really good, and possibly I want to start shooting some videos on the channel with it. And to be honest, I can say that this is the best camera in this price range. And when we look at the daytime outside photos, we can see that it was pretty good for its price. Skies look nice, the environment looked nice, and my selfies were pretty good. I also really admired the fact that it was able to handle my skin tone well. I didn't have any special coloring going on with my face, and it let in enough light to where I can say it was a quality selfie. Now when we look at the daytime inside photos, I would say that these were also really good. It let in enough light so that it could capture objects better, and it was able to get in some good photos with very little grain. It was able to capture my skin color really well, which made me want to take more selfies, and it was good enough to the point where I could consider this to be my main phone. I also wanted to give you guys an example of how the phone records video before I gather my final thoughts about it and my final review. And when we look at additional specs on the Pixel 7, it has a Google Tensor G2 chip that can be found in the Pixel 7 Pro. It has storage starting from 128 gigs that goes up to 256 gigs with about 6 gigs of RAM. It has a 4300 mAh battery that supports 30 watt fast charging, and it has an IP68 dust and water resistance rating. And there it is, you guys, my review on the Pixel 7. Now stay tuned for more because I will be giving a weekly update on the 7 where I will be going into detail with how it holds up. Now let me know down in the comments, do you guys think that I should do a day in the life on the Pixel 7? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.